Hello and welcome to my channel. I am San D Bang, and today I have thought of giving you all a brief info about all the stories that I have right now that you can see in my universe. First of all, starting with Celtic Warriors the Origins, if you just look at the image, you can pretty well say what this story is about. You can see the sun, and on the other side you can see the moon. The wallpaper is basically, I actually am the one who sort of just manipulated the wallpaper with the help of AI. Definitely, as you can already see, I actually want original, and you cannot really find Solar Warrior or Lunar Warrior, and I just don't want to use other people's images that much, so I just prepare my own images. And actually, though, one thing is for sure, I also made the appearances exactly as I wanted the story, though not all of them matches exactly. But yeah, it sort of works out, I guess. But you can obviously have an best idea is you can already have an idea about the sun and the moon theme, the solar warrior, lunar warrior. And it's basically based on the sun and moon and the planets Luna. So you basically have the story revolving around all of them. It's just a brief description of the story, and I just suggest you read the entire story. You won't regret it. There are many more themes here. Anyways, now speaking of the sequel, I'd say you better read Celtic Warriors: The Origins. After reading it, you must check this thing out. This thing, let me just say, is actually based on a magician and a cook. Yeah, but I actually sort of made it a bit unique. Having a magician and cook, I just thought that this pair may work out somehow, or it would probably be very interesting to see them work out. And let me just say, there are a lot of comedy here from the starting indeed. And I recommend you definitely finish Celtic Warriors the Origins, even if it's a bit lengthy, if you just want to read it. And I definitely want to say that it's pretty interesting. There is also one returning character. If you actually will read Celtic Warriors the Origins entirely, you'll get it. Who actually is the returning character? And let me just say, it's interesting. It's fun. It's also based on learning. There are many things you like. And also another thing that I want to mention is also based on fairy tales. Actually, taking lessons from fairy tales. You won't really understand this, but if you just read the story, you can sort of understand. I have made it interesting. I can guarantee, assure you. I'm not really revealing what it's really about. If you read it, you will understand, definitely. Another thing is this one, Legend Warriors. So what I basically did here is, well, fairy and devil. Interesting, right? Yep. This is the theme that I actually reflected here. Fairy and devil. Previously, I had many ideas about how Legend Warriors could really look like. I mean, almost a year ago, I was just thinking of like I'm just gonna have a sequel. I'm gonna have another series. I'm just gonna make a series, and I have also been thinking about the fourth Celestic Warrior series. Though obviously, though I previously want to make 1 or 2 more stories. After that, I'm just thinking of like you see when I'm trying to make it. I think I will sort of also need your support to successfully make it. And yes, I'm obviously confident that I can make it, but yes, it's gonna take some time and a lot of planning. But yes, with your support, I think it would be much easier. So yep, and let me just say, I'm actually wanting to make a sort of like a pirate, like a space pirate. As basically, Celestic Warriors is based on space. It's not really based on Earth. So let me tell. I will be mentioning later a pirate and like a Celestic cop. Yep, this would be the protagonist, I guess. So I was actually thinking about it for quite long, but yes, it's a bit tough to come up with an idea. And there are many. Basically, one thing that I am doing is making 2 characters with opposite personalities. You can also see the same thing in Bound by Light and Darkness. A black magician and And the girl sees opposite compared to star. The original meaning, let me just say, darkness, light. You get it right. As simple as that. Okay, I just had read the entire story. You may check my narrations video. I actually made a playlist of it, and you get the entire 4 videos that I had actually made. So make sure to check it out if you want to find out the trailer of it. It's just a trailer. The story is quite long, but yes, you won't regret it if you read it. I think it may even be one of the best stories. So I just basically recommend you to check it out, I guess. I mean, basically, go check it out. You won't definitely not regret it. It won't really harm you to check it out at least, right? Okay. As for the others, you pretty much got the theme, right? Elemental Wars, I already mentioned. Basically, it's quite hectic for me to sort of make it because I had to introduce a lot of tribes and a lot of characters. And the exact same also goes for this 3 series. And let me just say, I may have used AI, but it's definitely pretty tough to make 3 freaking series with just AI. I mean, AI just forgets characters quite easily, and I have to bring up the same characters again and again, also maintaining their personalities exactly the same. Like, yeah, just makes them a different character all along at times. And yes, it's pretty annoying and all. So basically, so you can say human efforts are also needed for crafting like 3 series. It's definitely pretty tough for humans, and I'm not totally relying on AI, so I think it's technically legal. And also, Wattpad would definitely find it out if I just totally rely on AI. It's actually giving me rankings, so it actually hadn't even banned me, and that's quite because I myself put effort into it. And AI is there for readability. Let me just say, if you think I'm actually relying on AI, you are absolutely wrong. I'm writing the prompts, AI just giving the readability and the structure. That's what I mainly use AI for. Or at times, sometimes, like when I think that, well, what the balance move would be, it also helps me decide some moves. That's all. That's AI's part. And the emotional part and everything that you see. I mean, most of the parts, the scenes, to everything. That's all absolutely my idea. So let me just say, also the characters that I come up with. Most of the characters are my crafted characters. You can obviously, and also had to make a lot of edits. AI actually does a lot of mistakes and it's pretty tiring for me myself. Also, the reason that I actually made it pretty fast is that I already scripted it first. I already had a story script about all the stories, and then like what I did was sort of structure and post it. The script was already ready, and AI is basically doing the job of an editor. So technically speaking, what can I say is that I'm just being the writer and like it's just co-editing my stories. So that's the main thing. But it's actually my partner in making the universe better and more readable for users. So for that way, you can actually understand my stories pretty well. I can reflect my ideas pretty well. That's what I'm mainly aiming for. But I, but if you read through a story, you can find the unpredictability in it. You can find all sorts of twists if you read my story, which I don't think if you grab it with AI, yeah, I cannot really do all those steps. Also, reintroducing back characters, making an entire series, you cannot do all that with AI. And let me just say, my stories are quite long, and I don't think it's really possible for AI to make a consistently longer story. It's quite tough, even for AI. So, anyways, I just want to say that I'm just doing all the hard work, and you better read and say if it's actually looking like AI did all the work or I myself put some work. You'll definitely enjoy it. You won't regret it. It's up to you to decide. So, with that, see you all in the next video.